Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Sometimes I'm asked by managers or leaders, senior managers or leaders in companies, large organizations, what should be my exit strategy? If I want to leave the company that I'm currently working in, how should I do it or how can I do it? What are the options? And the reason I'm asked this, I think, is because many managers, most managers actually that I've worked with in these large organizations are extremely busy. They're usually, doing a lot of firefighting, solving a lot of problems, lots of issues coming at them every day. And they get so busy and they get so caught up in the whole chaos of the organization, they forget or they don't actually think about what their exit strategy should be. So I wanted to make this video to share with you today what some exit strategy options you could follow. So the first one I want to talk about today, the first one here is redundancy. Now, unfortunately, this is an option that you don't have a choice in. Somebody else decides that they're going to make people redundant in the organization. Senior management team, HR department, might be the owner of the company. Somebody decides there are too many people on board. There is a restructuring happening, so we need to offload people. Happens quite a lot. Nothing you can do about it, but something you should be ready for and have an option in place if that happens. So it's not the most pleasant of things to happen, but unfortunately it does happen. That's how it is. That's the harshness of business sometimes. The second option you have is, if you're in your organization, you feel that you're not going very far, not making much progress, is join a competitor company. Or a competitor company may approach you. So you can do that. If you know the industry well, you can join a competitor. What you need to watch out for there is that your current employer may have, more than likely has, a non-compete clause in your employment contract. So you need to check that. Can you join a competitor company? And if you do join, you may have to go on gardening leave for 3 or 6 months. If it's a senior management position, it would be 6 months, where you have to disappear and not be visible in the industry for 6 months while that's going on. Can be a stressful time when you're leaving your current employer to go to a competitor, but if it's the right opportunity, well, then you have to do it. So it's an option. Third option is become a consultant. This is one I like a lot because if you are a manager in a company, senior manager, director, you've got a lot of technical knowledge, you've been in the company 10 or 15 years, you've a huge amount of technical expertise, but you feel like you're not getting the recognition for what you're doing, you're traveling too much, you're competing with peers who are trying to undermine you. So you may decide to become a consultant. And in doing so, you can choose who you want to work with. You work for yourself, so you don't have to report to a boss. You don't have to worry about the frustration, the stresses that you currently do. You become self-employed. And the thing to remember is, if you're very good in your area of knowledge, the market will pay for excellence, always. But you need to know how to be able to market yourself in the best way when you leave your employer. So having the knowledge is one thing, but being able to market it in the best way so that you are best rewarded for your efforts is important. But this way gives a lot of freedom because you're self-employed, you can work from home, you can travel when you want to, you can work with whoever you want to, gives you a lot of options and a lot of freedom. And the fourth option is to form a startup. So if you want to create something new from nothing, find 3 or 4 people who want to do the same thing. They may be colleagues or they may be people working in the industry that you know of. Find somebody who can back the project. So somebody like an investor, venture capitalist, another business owner, somebody who can back the project financially. Choose somebody who's very good technically, that may be yourself. Choose somebody very good in sales who knows the market, knows the customers. choose a very good finance person who can take care of the finances, manage all the accounting, all that side of it, and perhaps a research expert in the area that you want to focus on. So somebody has done all the research and is highly regarded in that industry. If you can put 4 people together, backed by the venture capitalist, you can build a great business between 5 and 10 years. If you're focused and you have a clear idea of where you want to go, you can create a great business. So you don't have to worry about the existing politics in your current organization, the frustrations, the stresses, chasing the numbers, dealing with all the chaos that's going on. You can step out and start something new with people you trust and know and who have knowledge in the specific areas, and create a great business in a short time. So there are the 4 areas. Redundancy, which you don't have an option in. Join a competitor. Become a consultant, independent consultant, or form a startup. I hope that adds some value. Feel free to share it with anybody who might be interested in hearing about this, and I'll talk to you on the next video.